Last time on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I am the esteemed Dr. Robotnik. I'll have you know, little rat, these shiny rocks possessed an unparalleled—
Yeah, don't care. I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't you forget it. Maybe we could fix the tornado together after all.
The tornado?
The plane, dummy. What do you say, Tails?
Oh, yes. I think that sounds excellent. You said you didn't want a fangirl slowing you down, so I won't be your fangirl anymore.
Fine by me.
I'll just settle for being your wife!
Why must you stand in my way like this? All I want is to leave this place. Why won't you let me?
You drifted pretty far up. I don't have enough fuel to get back to South Island. We're out above the ocean now.
Go figure. Is there somewhere else we can land?
And now,
So, what happened on Little Planet? Did Robotnik get away again?
Not exactly. Rosie here whacked him and I think he got sent somewhere. Or somewhen. We should probably look into it when we get a chance. That egghead is real trouble.
The only trouble here is you.
a voice interrupts them both as a red echidna steps out to greet them.
And the doctor's plans are none of your concern. Now get off my island before I have to make you.
The doctor? You mean egghead? Sorry. Let's start from the top. I'm Sonic, the furball is Tails, and Sleeping Beauty here is Rosie. I don't think I caught your name.
The doctor warned me a blue hedgehog might show up to steal my people's treasure. And here you are. Get back on your contraption and fly away. Now!
Did you catch a name in there, Tails?
Sonic, I think this echidna might be dangerous. And you're all beat up. Don't agitate him.
Don't sweat it. I'm sure Tall, Red, and Pointy here will chill out once we explain. Right, big guy? Huh. On second thought, Tails, put Rosie back on the tornado. I'll handle this.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
What?
I woke up a while ago, but you were holding me so tight as we soared above the ocean. It was so romantic. And you even called me Sleeping Beauty.
With that, Sonic drops her to the ground.
Hey! That's so rude! I was just—
Enough!
The echidna interrupts, leaping into the air and bringing his fist crashing down. Sonic just barely leaps out of the way. The rocks shake and crack apart, the foundation under their feet shaking from the single strike. Rosie stumbles up to her feet, and Sonic locks eyes with his attacker.
I am the Echidna Guardian of Angel Island, last of the Knuckles clan. I bear my forefathers' name and their sacred duty. I would sooner perish than let conniving intruders tread upon the sanctity of my home. Especially not little weakling intruders like you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't have any duty or clan. I don't even have a home. But I tell you what, if I really am a little weakling, it's sure gonna sting when I kick your big red backside.
I'd love to see you try!
Knuckles lunges forward with a jab, and Sonic swiftly moves out of the way. He goes to stick out his tongue, but gets rocked by a right cross to the face. Putting his full force into the punch, Knuckles sends Sonic flying and crashing into a palm tree, snapping it apart.
Ugh, maybe I am a little tired.
No more talking!
Knuckles brings a fist down from above, and Sonic rolls out of the way. He tries to kick and sweep out the echidna's legs, but Knuckles hops over it.
Of course you fight without honor.
He grabs Sonic by the neck and lifts him up off the ground.
I'd expect nothing more of a thief.
Before Sonic can reply, Knuckles throws one more punch. Connecting with his stomach, it knocks the wind out of Sonic, and he's sent careening straight off the edge of the island.
Sonic!
Tails dashes forward towards the edge of the island, and swallowing his fear, leaps off after him. Racing through the open air, Tails just barely manages to snatch Sonic's limp hand, and using his propeller tails, stops the descent.
It's okay. Sonic, you're going to be okay.
Pushing with all his might, Tails drags Sonic back up toward the floating island. He can't muster the strength to get them both back up to the tornado, but he spots a small cavern on the rocky underbelly of the island, behind a waterfall. With one last grunt, he pulls Sonic into the cavern, and the two collapse onto the rocky ground.
I did it? I did it! Sonic, I did it! I got you! Sonic?
Now on solid ground, Tails gets a good look at his only friend in the world. He's covered in scratches and singe marks from his encounters on Little Planet, and now after taking a few blows from Knuckles, he's not waking up.
Sonic! Get up, Sonic! I need you! I can't...
He nervously glances all around the cavern. Deeper inside, the sound of mechanical movement makes the fur on the back of his neck stand on end. Back up on the surface of the island, Knuckles lets out a contented scoff.
I can't believe that fool ever gave the doctor trouble.
Hey, you big jerk! What do you think you're doing? We're not here to steal anything! If you would just listen!
Looks like I missed one.
Locking eyes on Rosie, Knuckles raises his fists.
Huh? No, wait a sec! Oh, Sonic! You're all right!
Her eyes lighting up, she looks behind him. Knuckles spins around to see if the blue hedgehog has returned. His eyes dart all around the open sky, not finding anything. Confused, he looks back to Rosie, who's disappeared.
What? What just happened? I thought she said... Huh?
Genuinely baffled, Knuckles decides to shrug it off.
Whatever. A little girl can't cause us any trouble.
Smirking to himself, Knuckles heads over to the tornado. He gives the machine a quick once-over, then with a single hand lifts it up onto his shoulder and carries it off into the jungle. Holding a hand up to his head, Sonic slowly opens his eyes.
What the?
He looks around, finding himself in a small room made of brick, lit by a torch. At the doorway, running water falls down from the ceiling. He starts to stand up when Tails pops into the room, arms full of fruit.
Sonic! You're awake!
Of course, I was just taking a little nap. Where are we?
We're inside Angel Island. I caught you when that echidna Knuckles launched you off the edge and flew you up here. This is some sort of cavernous ruins of a leftover civilization. Oh, are you hungry?
Actually, yeah. How long have I been out?
Sonic takes a banana from Tails and stretches his legs, peeking out around the waterfall to see the expansive underground city.
About 21 hours. I was getting rather worried that you wouldn't wake up.
Oh, you kept me safe and brought me room service. You're rock, bud.
Oh, thank you. It was a little harrowing, but no big deal, I guess. I thought Knuckles might come for us, but he hasn't yet. Although, there are plenty of badniks roaming around.
Dreadhead probably thinks we fell into the ocean. He doesn't know you can fly, right? I think we're in the clear.
Sonic tosses the banana peel over his shoulder, then steps up to Tails. Seeing he still looks anxious, Sonic reaches out to ruffle his hair.
Don't sweat the big guy. I'm feeling way better now thanks to you. Besides, I need you in tip-top shape.
You do?
Of course. I know you see all that water out there. I'm gonna need you to carry me over it. It'll be our first tag team adventure, tracking down Eggman. First, we just gotta get out of this Hydro City.
Actually, I think it's more of a hydrocity.
What?
Wait! You actually mean it? I get to go with you this time?
Eyes lighting up, the fox's tails start spinning around in excitement. Up above them, an exasperated Rosie grumbles as she trudges through the jungle.
Big stupid head! Interrupting our first date like that? Who does he think he is? I bet he's not even that strong.
She comes to a stop in front of a fallen tree. Letting out a sigh, she sits down on the log and looks out into the jungle. After a moment of silence, a little flicky lands on the log next to her. Rosie glances down at the bird.
Hey there, little guy. You want to join me? You know, if I were fast like Sonic, I bet I could have stopped that big dummy. I would have gave him a left and a right and a big spinny kick kind of thing.
Her voice trails off as she spots something moving in the distance.
Hey, who's there?
She hops up just in time to see a girl about her age duck for cover behind a tree.
Are you lost out here too? It's okay. I won't hurt you.
She waits a moment and gets no response.
My name is Amy Rose. Rosie. What's your name?
After another quiet moment, the girl peeks out from behind the tree.
Hello, Amy Rose Rosie. I don't know who I am or why I am here. Would you please help me?
Tails lightly sets down Sonic on a snowy ledge and drops next to him.
It is seriously cold up here. Let's make this quick.
I'm certain the mountain peak will be a good vantage point for surveying the whole island. Also, my fur keeps me nice and warm.
Lucky you.
Shivering, Sonic turns around a trail corner, then drops to the ground as a laser flies where his face just was. Spinning into a ball, he rams into the Badnik keeping guard, smashing it to pieces.
Actually, that warmed me up a little.
The two trek up the mountain together, Tails carrying Sonic over gaps and Sonic smashing any machines they come across. As they near the peak, Tails pipes up.
Hey, Sonic. What do you think about Knuckles?
I think I want to use his face to shine the bottom of my shoes. Why?
Well, he claims that we were thieves, and that Robotnik told him as much. It sounds like he's being deceived.
Yeah, and I was ready to explain that to him, right before he started swinging at me. He could kick rocks for all I care.
I suppose, but... alright.
I mean it, next time I see him, I'm returning the favor and sending him right off the side of his own dumb island, like... whoa.
They reach the mountain peak, the full view of Angel Island finally in front of them. Tails' eyes glaze over as he takes in the imagery of lush green jungles, snowy mountain peaks, rushing waterfalls, a wide sandy desert, and ancient ruins scattered all about.
I've never seen anything like this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, mostly. Except for one thing.
Sonic grabs Tails atop the head, pointing him towards something specific. Off on a secluded corner of the island, the jungle has been cleared away, replaced with acres and acres of metallic scaffolding. It surrounds a giant mechanical dome marked with a familiar face. Just like he had done to Little Planet, Robotnik had built his space station once again here on this island.
Is that?
That's no good!
Stepping down off the peak, Sonic looks around, eyeing up some of the metal scrap left over from destroyed Badniks.
It's gigantic! What are we going to do?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna take a closer look!
Kicking a piece of metal over to Tails, Sonic positions another one right beneath his foot.
It's a long way down! Try to keep up!
Oh? Oh yeah!
Sonic pushes off the ledge, snowboarding down the steep, snowy slope. Tails follows close behind, laughing as he tries to keep his eyes open against the rushing wind. The two race down the mountain, zipping back and forth around rocks and trees. Sonic hits one boulder like a ramp, spinning to do a trick in the air, and Tails is so amazed he almost smacks right into a tree. As they approach the bottom of the mountain, Sonic points out towards their destination.
Looks like there's a few more mountains in the way! That cave right there might take us straight through!
But what if it's a dead end?
Ha! That's the wrong attitude! You should ask, what if it's an awesome shortcut?
Reaching over, Sonic grabs Tails by the wrist and yanks him onto his board, just as it hits another rock and sends them flying. Kicking his board away in the air, Sonic hits the ground at full speed, sprinting off the mountain and into the mouth of the giant cave with Tails in tow. They blast down the rocky tunnel, past mine shafts and working badniks as their path becomes illuminated by a red, warm glow. They bust into a large open cavern, onto a metal pathway suspended over a lake of lava. The sight brings Sonic to a stop.
Hot.
Incredible! This is a subvolcanic magma chamber. I've only read about this sort of pyroclastic cavern. I never thought I'd see one up close.
Yes, it's a pity I'm not there to share the experience with the two of you.
Eggman!
Sonic takes a defensive stance as Robotnik's voice echoes throughout the room, and behind them, a large metallic door closes over the entrance.
Knuckles told me he'd handle you, but I had an inkling you'd weasel your way out of it. No matter, I've come more than prepared this time.
A dark blue blur drops from the ceiling and lands on the walkway with a loud metallic clank.
I never recovered the original model, but I remember each of its operational limits down to the decimal. Mark II here exceeds its predecessor in every conceivable way.
The machine stands, proudly displaying a head of razor-sharp blue quills and a single, piercing red light where its eyes should be.
But I was always a bit too theatrical to stick to my naming conventions. I like to call this one Mecha Sonic.
Yo, are you enjoying the story so far? You can let me know by liking, subscribing, or just telling me down below in those comments what you would like to see more or less of. Have an idea on how to adapt a character, maybe a pitch for Infinite, or a cool character arc in mind for Team Dark or the Chaotix? Let me know down below. Maybe I'll even adapt them in a future video. And while you're here, consider joining my channel membership, where you can see videos like these weeks in advance. Alright, enough yapping, back to the story. Finally convincing the strange girl to join her on the log, Rosie gives her a thoughtful look.
So, you don't know anything at all? Your home? Your family? You're an echidna, right? You don't live here on this island?
I don't think so. I'm sorry, I can't recall. I don't recognize this place. It's just an endless jungle.
I bet Sonic would be able to help. He's a hero who can do anything. I'm sure he could find your family.
That's wonderful. Where is this Sonic?
Well, he got in a fight, and I haven't seen him since yesterday. I would go back to look for him, but that big red brute... Darn it! If I was fast like Sonic, I could find him and help you!
You talk a lot about this Sonic, but what about you? I cannot remember myself, but maybe you could tell me about yourself?
Oh, to try and jog your memory? Sure. So, I grew up on South Island, which I guess is pretty far from here. But I love to bake and collect little trinkets. I have this really pink pretty crystal I found one time, and oh!
What is it? What happened?
I know how to figure out more about you. We just have to ask the universe.
Her eyes lighting up, Rosie excitedly pulls something out to show the girl, a stack of very weathered cards.
I'll read your fortune. A 3-card spread. This will tell us your past, present, and future.
You're going to learn my fate through magic?
Basically, yeah. Trust me, the cards never lie.
She finishes shuffling the deck, then holds them out to the girl.
Concentrate on what you want to know, and put your hand on the deck. It'll attune to your heart. Then, I can read you.
She hesitantly reaches out and closes her eyes. After a moment, Rosie pulls the deck away and lifts off the first card.
This one symbolizes your past. It's... oh, the Hanging Man.
Hanging? As in dead?
Kinda. But it's not always a bad thing. It's about sacrifice and seeing the world from a higher perspective.
Seeing worry cross the girl's face, Rosie quickly pulls the next card.
Yeah, see? The next card is the Priestess. This means your present is all about stillness and inner wisdom. Maybe you gained a perspective in the past that showed you a new balance. That's not bad.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. And my future?
Yep. Let's take a look.
Holding her breath, Rosie sets down the final card, clearly marked Death above the image of a skull. The red glow of the magma below, glistening off the machine's slick blue surface. Mecha Sonic whirs alive, the rockets on its back activating and flaring as it revs up.
Sonic! It's aiming right at us!
Don't sweat it, Tails. There's only one Sonic. And besides, you've got my back, right?
Huh? Yeah, right.
That's what I like to hear. Stay sharp.
As Mecha Sonic finally blasts forward, Sonic peels out in turn, the two colliding atop the metal scaffolding. Sonic leaps at the last second, kicking off the machine's forehead, but it reaches out, grabbing him by the ankle and tossing him towards the lava. Tails catches him midair, spinning him around and back at the robot, the extra speed helping Sonic land a kick to its torso. It rolls back from the force, instantly recovering with a rocket blast and headbutting Sonic straight into the ground.
Ow! That's playing dirty, Bolt Brain!
Mecha Sonic doesn't waste a moment, reaching out to pierce Sonic with its claws, but its reach falls short as Tails grabs it under the arms and lifts it up off the ground. Mecha rotates its legs, attempting to find ground beneath its feet to no avail.
He's confused. Now, Sonic!
Way ahead of you!
Sonic revs up into a spin dash and collides with the machine, its casing creaking as it falls away from Tails floating in the air. Mecha's rocket activates again and it blasts through the air at Tails, curling into a ball of spinning razors at the last second.
Watch it!
Sonic barely makes it between them in time, kicking Mecha away with all his might, the robot's metal quills slicing into his leg. He winces and grabs his shin, and Tails catches his hand to bring him back towards the scaffolding.
Sonic! Are you injured?
I'm fine. but he's way too fast for you and I can't keep you safe up in the air. We're gonna have to stay grounded.
But I lose all tactical advantage on the ground. How am I supposed to?
Tails is cut off as Mechasonic lands on the pathway in front of them, its foot glowing red hot, where it clearly just made contact with the lava pool below. The sound of spinning gears and pumping pistons echo through the cavern, and it blasts forward at Sonic again.
I don't know, bud. Maybe you should sit this one out if you can.
Mecha appears before him in an instant, its robotic fist connecting with Sonic's stomach, sending him flying backwards.
Keep up.
Letting out a groan, Sonic catches himself on the railing and swings around to get his footing. The moment his feet hit the ground, he takes off at full speed. Sonic and Mechasonic crash into one another, throwing flurries of kicks and stabs, both curling into a ball and smashing their spinning quills into one another, so hard that the platform beneath them begins to shake. Tails watches as the two zip around one another at incredible speeds, Sonic grabbing Mecha and tossing him into the cavern wall, Mecha landing a series of precision blows to Sonic's torso. They are dead even.
It's a stalemate. I can follow their movements, but I can't help. I'd never have the speed to maneuver in such close proximity. Perhaps if I timed it right, I could perform some sort of linear attack, like a projectile.
Tails ducks to avoid Mechasonic rocketing over his head, kicked by Sonic, who quickly follows up to land another blow.
But even if Sonic is distracting Mechasonic, I'd have to strike fast enough to overcome its reaction time, which is down to the millisecond. At this distance, in this tight space, that's almost as fast as Sonic. I can't do that.
Its entire torso rapidly spinning 360 degrees, Mecha backhands Sonic across the face, knocking him to the ground once again. It lunges its claw at Sonic's face, and he manages to kick it away, spinning around like a breakdance, his rapid twirling kicks blocking the onslaught of robotic stabs.
That much force is completely outside of my capabilities. I've only ever produced similar force through lift. That's it!
Leaning down into a sprinting position, Tails locks his eyes onto Mecha. He starts to spin his tails, then stops, and with some effort, reverses their direction.
Translate the lift into directional thrust, and...
Just like Mecha's rockets, the Fox's tails push him harder and harder, their speed sending echoes of whirling wind all through the cavern. Just as the force is about to knock him over, he takes off. Like an orange bullet, he soars through the air, squinting against the pressure as he deftly slides beneath one of Sonic's kicks, landing his own kick on an unsuspecting Mecha.
Get lost, you! Beta build!
With a thundering boom, Tails connects with the robot. The force of his kick sends the machine flying into the cavern wall and ricocheting off, smacking into several boulders before eventually splashing into the magma.
Whoa! Tails, that was wild! Why didn't you tell me you could do that?
I didn't think I could.
Tails sheepishly blushes as Sonic throws his arm around him, hyping him up as much as possible.
Did you see him fly? It was like, oh, what's that one game? On that old machine we found. Pinball?
I'm glad you're having fun.
From up above, a red blur flies past. It dips down towards the lava, snatching Mecha up and carrying it up onto a boulder before looping around to land on the scaffolding. Knuckles takes a look at Sonic and Tails and scowls.
But the time for games is over.
No.
Well, wait! The death card can mean a lot of things, like change or rebirth. It's not...
The girl stands up, backing away from the cards. She starts breathing rapidly, her eyes watering up. Rosie quickly moves up beside her.
It's okay! You're gonna be okay. I'll keep you safe, I promise. One day, I'll be just as fast as Sonic, and you'll never have to worry about a thing, okay? Until then, he'll help me. We'll both protect you. I swear!
Why would you swear that? You don't even know me.
Because that's what Sonic would do. And so would I.
As the girl starts to calm down, Rosie gives her a hug and her breathing returns to normal.
Thank you. The way you talk about your hero, it reminds me of someone I used to know. He would always selflessly protect the innocent as well.
She pulls away and wipes her eyes.
I feel like his name is right there. I just can't grasp it. He was the one who showed me a new purpose. Before we met, I always wanted to be like Father and did everything I could to make him proud. But it was him, that hero. The way he protected and nurtured the Chow, that was what I wanted to do too.
Hold on. Your father? Do you remember him? Or where you were together?
Father, the clan, Chaos! His name was Chaos!
A burst of pure white light erupts from the girl, and Rosie shields her eyes. When the light fades, the girl now floats in the air before her, hands clasped together.
I'm sorry, Amy Rose Rosie, but I need to leave. If the Master Emerald leaves the island, the world may be cast into eternal darkness.
Huh? Hang on, what does any of that mean? Did you remember? Who are you?
I think your cards told the whole story, actually. My name is Tikal of the Knuckles clan, but I'm not what you should be concerned with right now. Your friends are in grave danger. In a tunnel beneath the mountain range towards the setting sun, Sonic and his young friend are under attack.
Right now?
Rosie jumps back, then quickly scans the sky for the sun. She's about to run off when Tikal stops her.
Wait! I wanted you to know now that I've remembered. I loved my father, but even though I tried to walk his path, it never made me any happier. I only knew peace when I found my own way of doing good in the world, not by trying to do what I thought he would appreciate.
I don't understand.
I think you will in time. Thank you for your kindness.
She disappears into a flash of light. Confused, Rosie shakes it off and dashes toward the mountain range in the distance.
The doctor sent me to handle what his machines can't. Looks like I arrived just in time.
Knuckles cracks his neck side to side and stretches his arms.
I haven't had my daily workout yet. You'll make a nice light warm-up.
Trust me, I'm as excited as you are. I don't like where we left things last time, Knucklehead.
You mean when I sent you flying?
Oh, I'll tell you what I mean.
Sonic, wait! We don't have to fight him again! Mr. Knuckles, we've interacted with Dr. Robotnik before. I'm certain he's manipulating you.
Be quiet! Ever since the doctor was stranded here, he's done nothing but help. He even built an entire castle to protect the Master Emerald. He's my ally against a world of invaders.
It's a ruse! He just wants to use your emerald for his own ends!
I said quiet! The doctor is a man of his word, and he warned me about lying rats looking to interfere.
But
You heard him, Tails.
Sonic puts a hand on Tails' shoulder and steps up between him and Knuckles.
He's a lost cause. If he really wants to be a pile of red roadkill, I'm happy to make that happen.
Tails tries to intervene again, but Sonic blasts off at full speed. Curling into a ball, he smacks into Knuckles' chest, sending the echidna flying backwards. Knuckles recovers quickly, planting his feet on the cavern wall and leaping back at Sonic with a lightning-fast right cross. Sonic dodges and the punch hits the metal platform, causing it to quake beneath their feet, small bits of metal tumbling into the lava below. As Sonic is knocked off balance, Knuckles catches him under the chin with an uppercut, and he's thrown back. He swings his leg, striking Knuckles in the face with a rapid kick.
Where was all this fighting spirit last time, Hedgehog?
Maybe I didn't think you were worth the effort.
Both of them shaking off the hits, the two launch at one another again, Sonic bobbing and weaving around Knuckles' punches and throwing kicks in return that Knuckles blocks with his mitts.
You should never underestimate your enemy.
I don't think I can, when I know I'm this good.
Flipping into a handstand, Sonic spins in a circle, the heels of his feet smacking Knuckles in the face over and over again in a tornado of kicks.
Enough!
Knuckles catches one of Sonic's feet in his glove and lifts him up off the ground.
Uh-oh.
With a roar, Knuckles swings Sonic around, smacking him into the metal pathway beneath them and then flinging him at the cavern wall. Sonic collides with the rock, it's splintering and cracking behind him from the impact. He drops to the walkway and lets out a pained groan.
Sonic!
Hold it, Tails. I gotta settle this score myself. Got it?
Noble, but foolish.
Knuckles slowly struts towards Sonic, clenching his fists.
This fight was over before it started, but you can calm your heart. It's an honor to know Angel Island as your final resting place.
Oh, yeah? Then maybe I'll come back here when I retire.
Sonic rises to his feet and takes a running stance.
Till then, Try and keep up.
He blasts forward towards Knuckles. The force of his momentum sends shockwaves through the cavern, the metal walkway rattling even more beneath his footsteps. Reaching his top speed, Sonic curls down into a ball of quills, spinning right for the echidna's face. Knuckles raises his fists, preparing to punch the blue ball straight into the magma. At the moment before collision, Sonic changes course, dropping straight to the ground. He spins right between Knuckles' legs, and sending sparks flying as he grinds against the metal ground, reverses direction in an instant, flying up and striking Knuckles right in the middle of his back. Knuckles' body goes limp from the strike, landing on the walkway a dozen feet away. He lets out a pained cough of exasperation.
Woo! And with that, the world is right again.
I don't mean to cut off your celebration early, but my preparations are finally complete. Knuckles, thank you very much for buying me the time I needed.
Above them, Robotnik's voice echoes down from the speakers.
You hear that? Even if you got a cheap shot on me, the doctor won't let you escape.
Whatever, Eggman. You can build 100 metal Miis. I'm turning everyone to scrap.
I'm sure you'd love the opportunity, which is why I'm choosing to circumvent this little cycle we started. Now, Mecha!
All around the cavern, dozens of tiny red lights begin to blink as a chorus of beeping fills the air. Activating the final bomb, Mecha Sonic gives the group a soulless stare, then rockets upward through a shaft in the ceiling, which quickly slams shut behind him.
These are explosives. Sonic, they're everywhere, even below us.
Then let's bounce.
Sonic grabs Tails by the wrist and races towards the entrance, ramming into the metal door. It creaks when he kicks it, but it doesn't budge.
Wait, Doctor, I'm still in here. Your machine closed the exit.
I'm so sorry about that, my crimson compatriot. You see, my project is complete, and you've dutifully served your purpose.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Don't fret. You said it yourself. Angel Island is an honorable resting place.
Sonic moves to strike the door again, but he and Tails are launched back from an incredible concussive force. All around the cavern, the bombs detonate. The doors are blown off their hinges as the space crumbles, giant chunks of rock tumbling down from the ceiling and colliding with the walkway, which goes off next. The bombs inside splintering it apart and sending metal scrap cascading down into the magma.
Sonic, hold on!
Zipping through the air, Tails dodges the falling rubble and manages to snatch Sonic mid-freefall.
Are you alright?
Never better. But we gotta move, Tails. This place is coming down.
But I can't carry both of you.
Sonic looks up at Tails confused, then follows his gaze to see Knuckles clinging onto one final piece of the walkway as it collapses into the lava.
Whatever. Let him... fine.
Grumbling to himself, Sonic twists out of Tails' grip, dropping down towards the boiling magma. He dives toward a falling boulder, leaping off of it to launch himself downward faster. Knuckles groans in pain as his vision starts to fade. He sees the debris falling above him and the pit of lava below him. He tries to get his bearings and force his tired body to move, but instead, something collides with him. Sonic snags him under his arm, pushing off against another boulder to start ascending.
What are you?
Zip it unless you want me to drop you.
He jumps between chunks of falling rocks and metal, gradually making his way back up to a very worried Tails. Not seeing another piece of rubble to jump on, Sonic aims for the ledge beneath the open doorway. He collides with the wall and hits it running, trying to dash straight up the vertical surface. His feet skid off the rock, not catching enough friction.
We're not gonna make it!
I refuse to die here!
As the two start to fall back down, Knuckles lets out a roar, slamming his fists into the wall. The spikes on his hands stick into the rock, and with one mighty pull, he throws the two of them upwards, just inches from the top of the wall.
Gotcha! Whoa!
The fox grabs Sonic's hand and immediately dips under the weight of all three of them.
Come on, Tails, you can do it!
I don't believe I can!
His spinning tails sputter out, and the three start to drop again, just as another hand clasps Tails from atop the ledge.
Rosie? For real?
Why are
With one final strained pull, Rosie drags all 3 of them up and over the cliff. The 4 of them clumsily stumble out the doorway as the cavern collapses behind them, the red glow of magma snuffed out by thousands of tons of volcanic rock. The group shakily make their way out of the cave as it crumbles behind them, finally collapsing out under the open sky.
Piece of cake.
Piece of? You're hurt! What happened to you? What happened in there? Where have you been all this time? And why is he with you?
She angrily points at Knuckles, who just sits in the dirt, staring blankly at the ground.
I guess it's kind of a long story. Hey, do you guys feel that?
They all fall silent as the ground beneath them starts to rumble again.
Eggman!
They all turn in unison to see a terrifying sight. The giant metal dome with the face of Robotnik staring directly at them as it rises up out of the ground. Knuckles finally pipes up.
The castle? Why is it moving?
That was never a castle! It's Robotnik's big ugly egg of death! He made one before!
But it's leaving! It has the Master Emerald!
Sure, now he wants to hear what we have to say about Egghead.
You don't understand. Without the Master Emerald, Angel Island has no purpose. If it's gone...
Before he can finish his sentence, the clouds all around them begin to fly upward as Angel Island falls out of the sky, plummeting into the ocean below. To be continued. Stay frosty.